Interrogation rooms hold some of the most complex emotions in history. Those emotions will make you angry and sometimes sad. So here are some of the craziest interrogation moments of all time. Hold your breath to witness it as we dive into some of the most heart-stopping moments in the interrogation rooms. Scenario 1. Thomas Robinson. A 27-year-old facing life in prison after shooting a 17-year-old boy, but Thomas wasn't going down quickly. When a police officer moves to handcuff him, Thomas leans over. He glances at the holster on the cop's waist, where he gets an idea that could end in death for him and the officer. Thomas made a leap for the cop's gun, but he couldn't get it out after a short struggle. Initially, it might seem like he was trying to escape, but uttering words from his mouth was different. He was asking them to kill him, which might be because of the reification of his sentence. He made the radical move to scare the officers, hoping they'd shoot him and spare him from what was to come. That's why bringing a firearm into an interrogation forbids it for the safety of the detectives. Still, this Las Vegas Police Department also forgot about that rule and came incredibly close to seeing the consequences. Scenario 2. Ryan Waller wasn't so lucky to escape the foreseen tragedy as his story ends in a truly horrifying way. On the 23rd of December, 2006, two men broke into Ryan Waller's house looking for revenge for a past argument. After hearing noises, he went to investigate, but a hand reached inside and shot him twice in the eye. Two men, Richie and Larry Carver, entered his house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, killing her instantly. 18-year-old Ryan survived and was able to talk to police. But instead of being taken to the hospital, he was taken to the police station and interrogated for the most extended hour of his life. The detectives conducted irrelevant integration while the poor boy was enduring immense pain. Several times he told them he was feeling bad and wanted to go home, but they ignored it and took it as an irrelevant excuse from a criminal. Clearly, from the incoherent answers, it seemed like Ryan was suffering from traumatic brain injury, and astonishingly, the detective isn't connecting the dots. They were trying hard to know who Heather was and what her relation was to his boy, who was acting like he did not know anything at all. For a single second, it did not cross their mind that it might be that he was going to have a concussion and seizure that is unable to provide signals to his brain. When he got some of his consciousness back, he told them about the accidental attack, and he also told them he did not know why Larry and Richie attacked him. After getting these answers, they finally thought of giving him some first aid after observing his strange behaviors. When Ryan gets his blood pressure taken after 56 minutes of unnecessary interrogation, he's taken to the hospital. Upon inspection at the hospital, doctors immediately realized his status was critical and that he had also indeed been shot in the eye. For proper care, Ryan stayed at the hospital for 35 days and lost part of his brain and left eye. Worst of all, though, he experienced regular seizures from the day he left the hospital until 2016, when he finally left the world. Scenario 3. Reed Duran faced up to 30 years in prison after attacking a cop. Reed was seen to be acting strangely around the kids in school while claiming he was the father to one of those children. As he failed to correctly name any of the children there, he was arrested and taken to the police station. In the interrogation, Reed confessed his intentions with those children. After admitting, Reed had picked up a pin and attempted to stab the officer, but the officer quickly restrained him. Even though the pin was not an effective weapon, still, Reed was arrested and charged with attempted kidnapping. Scenario 4. Even though Reed was unable to escape, Quantrell Schwarz managed to escape the cops faster than anyone in history. He was brought in for strangling a girl and assaulting her. He clearly didn't want to be convicted of a crime. He tried to escape, but unfortunately for Quantrell, his handcuffs were a dead giveaway, and he was captured 4 hours later. While precisely what happens to Quantrell after the escape clip is unknown, he will be forever put into the Interrogation Hall of Fame. Scenario 5. However, Ricky Hawthorne took a much more straightforward approach to ending his interrogation, managing to confess in record time. Ricky was found covered in blood near the bodies of Lara Kuchar and Tommy Schemes. Lara had been assaulted, and Ricky's DNA was also found at the scene, so the police had no worries when bringing him in. Surprisingly though, Ricky would make it even easier for them. Even though he confessed his crime, Ricky alleges that he wasn't actually the murderer. He just attacks the couple and assaults Lara. It was someone else that finished the job. Even though the evidence was stacked against him, he still would have had a better chance of getting away with it. If he just stayed silent, then it might have been a different scenario. Still, his claims already sow suspicion in police minds. It was also proven that the couple died of the injuries inflicted by Ricky, and he was later found guilty of first and second-degree murder and the attack on Lara. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to write down your thoughts regarding these cases in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe to avoid missing any updates. Thanks for watching.